Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing? We got Big Boys Toys in the house. What's up, brother? I got Mark Nugent. How's it going, nerd? You're gonna be the next king nerd, I see. And then got my baby doll. How's it going, my love? Brandon Watts, welcome back to the show again. Thank you. Appreciate you joining in. Hope everybody's having an awesome day and getting to burn some nitro. I think I got everything set up, ready to go. Sorry I'm late. But, you know, sometimes schedule's hard to keep. RC Adventures, what's up? Thanks for the membership. You are welcome, brother. I mean, I have to be honest. I can't say that I specifically gave it to you. It's all random. But you're welcome, and I'm glad you're one of the lucky winners. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, bro. So we're gonna continue on from last night. Still got a little bit left to strip down on the front end here. And we're gonna, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna bore you guys with scrubbing parts. I know I think some like and some don't, but maybe after we get it all tore down and in the bucket, we will get the other techno up here and take a look at it. And pretty sure we got the leak fixed in it, but you guys let me know what you want. Bob's RC, what's up? How you doing, brother? Shift my tripod here. Trying to do this where I can squeeze in here. There we go. All aspects. What's up? How you doing, bro? What is going on, people? So I got Bob in the lead again with the crown. Hey, my baby doll's number 2. And then Big Boys coming up in 3rd. Oh, all aspects took it. You guys gonna keep bouncing that crown back and forth. Still haven't watched it yet? No, man, I haven't gotten it completed yet. It's left over from last night's show. Weren't you watching? Hey, all aspects has your crown. Bob says it's finally hot here. What do you guys get, like 2 months of hot weather and the rest of it's like 20 below? Yeah, it got really hot today. It rained this morning, so it's kind of odd. Not real common down here in these parts. But then, of course, it made it humid. All right. It rains in Arizona every 100 years. Something like that. Now, during the monsoon season, they do get quite a bit of rain down here, but I didn't think the monsoon season was till like July and August, but we keep talking about it like we're like it's upon us. But yeah, outside of monsoon season, it does not rain much at all. And like it'll rain and go around Phoenix, like you'll see it going around. It's like for whatever reason, when it comes down through the mountains, it just kind of shifts. But yeah. Apparently they get some pretty gnarly storms down here. Somebody was telling me today about getting microbursts. Which, I mean, you can have those anywhere, but... yeah, you don't think of it really raining in Arizona. Oh no. Oh no, it all fell out. I think I'm missing a screw. Nope, no screw. Just held in by the pin. RPM, what's going on, brother? I know they get sandstorms. I actually drove through my first one the other day. It was from mountain to mountain, and I was just driving through the desert. You could see it. I could see it coming. And then, you know, it's kind of like driving through like a blizzard, you could say. Wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as what they get. I know sometimes they get really bad and like you can't see. But I've been through blizzards that are like that as well. So, but it was kind of like driving through thick fog, like fog that had smoke in it. You know, it was weird. Lotus in the house. What's up? Sorry, just reading through some of the comments. RPM says, "What's up, Nitro John? How you doing, brother?" Lotus, you feeling better today? Looks like you got off a little bit earlier, huh? Yeah, it was pretty crazy driving through that sandstorm. I've seen pictures of them, like, just massive. This one, it almost kind of looked like a fire off in the distance, and then, you know, just the smoke trail coming through. So it wasn't too bad. Oh, RPM's in Missouri. Hell yeah. That's probably the closest you've been to my house. You're still about 4 hours away, though. Dodged 2 tornadoes? I'm sure you did. Welcome to misery. Yeah, we are a part of Tornado Alley. Not as bad as like Oklahoma and Texas, but we do get a lot of them. Got you some chickens on the grill, huh? Hell yeah. Seen them dump sand on everything. Yeah. I haven't experienced that. Last time I was here 5 years ago, you know, there was a light one, like you could see, and it just looked smoky. That's what I think of when I see it. It just kind of has like a smoky look to it. Like if so in the Midwest, they burn a lot of fields. So certain times of the year, you'll be driving down the highway and you'll see just smoke, and it's kind of brown. But yeah, this one I saw Sunday coming back from the track. It was thick, like you couldn't see it through it. It was like driving through smoky fog. It was weird. It's a sandstorm. It's wild. I mean, I've seen them, just never really been truly in them. I've driven through blizzards where you can't see shit. Lizards suck. Yeah, that thing does not want to come out of there. That's all right. We'll just leave it. Don't have to get that deep into it. Wouldn't drive through a sandstorm, kind of like sandblasting your car. I mean, yeah, just depends on how fast it's blowing through, but yes. Gotta get home somehow, though. And there was no going around it. The clear coat hates you. Yeah, probably. I'm sure it does. Nixon, do you own a Dremel? If not, you need one. Save me a few times. Yeah, I need to get one. Works the crap out of that thing. Right? I do need to get a Dremel. But there was only one time that I absolutely had to have one, and I borrowed one from a guy at work. Other than that, I've been able to work my way around. But they are handy. I mean, there's so many things you can do with Dremels. Should probably turn the volume down. Yeah, I know, big boys. I should get me one. Seems like I got everything else at this point. Somebody do anything exciting today? Other than work? All these holes are plugged up. Shave the dog. Yeah, the problem child. She's a fighter for sure. Used to some heavy duty meds. You guys ever have one of those dogs that'll just fight to the death to keep you from shaving them? We've got one. Come on, get in there. That's weird how those, it's like they don't like actually attach those pins, they just kind of free float and hold it in there. Which I get it when it's inside the bearing, it's not going to go anywhere, but it's like they put holes in it just to put holes in it. What you guys working on today? Anybody working on any special projects? Old man R, what is going on, bro? Been a minute since I seen you. Welcome back. Welcome back, brother. Working original electronics. On which vehicle? It's crazy. Somebody's got some little chihuahua out there, and every time they take that dog out to walk, it just goes ape shit at somebody. Always hear that thing out there yapping. She's dirty. Read 200 up. Rebuilt the GS Storm Bug. With the 21 in it. I don't even know that GS made RCs. I know they make engines. I didn't know they made RCs until somebody was talking about that last night. But, hell yeah. I don't know much about them. Is it a good buggy? I mean, good quality? Is it a RTR budget? Like I said, I've never even heard of them. So these are legitimate questions. And I got a crown. It's a cheapy RTR. I thought so, but I wasn't for sure because I know their engines are fairly cheap. I've seen mixed reviews on them. I don't know much about them, though. I've never had one. I almost bought one. Seen them on eBay, but something else came up. I don't feel like taking this all the way apart. And it still flows pretty smooth. I think it's good cleaning, maybe a little bit of bearing oil. I'm pretty sure there's bearings in there. get it cleaned up. This was General Silicone. They made the rubber RC parts for everyone. Oh, JW, what's up, brother? How you doing? Huh, interesting. Like I said, I've never had this thing completely apart before. These pots is brand new to me. They were one of Horizon's first companies. Ah. Learning some history today, hell yeah. Just got done refreshing shocks and diffs for the race on Saturday. Nice. Somebody on the Facebook group down here was talking about possibly getting a race going this weekend, so if there, I might join in. I'd like to be able to get some laps in with this thing first. Well, sorry, with the Techno. This Mugen will probably be down for a little while because I had to use the servos in the Techno and the receivers, so I gotta get some electronics for it before we can really run it again. We'll get it cleaned up all nice and pretty, and it'll just sit there and look good for a minute while we beat the crap out of the Technos. Definitely needs definitely needs a C leaning. Definitely needs a cleaning. Oh yeah. She's a dirty girl. I like it when the hinges come out like they're supposed to. Just slide right out with no effort. Here's your club race. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it is down here. I mean it's like it's in the off season right now. During the season, I guess you would call that their club race. But this is just whoever wants to come and race. There's another track up here just north of me, but I mean they're both the same amount of distance away from me. One's like on the north side of Phoenix. I think it's in Glendale, and it's still a 45-minute drive. I think it's called Abu Dhabi Mountain Track or something like that. Like they've got go-kart racing. I think those little short winged cars, are they sprint cars or something like that? But they put a picture up on Facebook, and from the rain we've been getting, yeah, they had a pretty deep pond sitting in the bottom of one of the jumps. Come on, Teflon, get off of there. Teflon's a pain in the butt to get off. I was hoping higher velocity would pop back in. So, dude, I found an old MP7 in my boneyard, warmed it up, broke it loose. It screams Nova 21. Sounds great. Hell yeah. Hope you got a manual so you can get it back together. Oh yeah, digital. I could probably figure it out, but it is nice having that manual. Main thing is just making sure you get all the right screws in the right place. See, Northeast Miles, what's going on, brother? How you doing? We got a little rain yesterday, but not much. Yeah, we got quite a bit overnight. Like, it was enough that it was really humid today. Kind of made me forget that I was in Arizona. Come on, get off of there. If I'd have known Teflon tape was going to be that hard to get off. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty damn hot Sunday too. Temperature's just going up every day. It's gonna be like 105 or so. Just want to get out there early. I'll do that later. And get my running done. Often's in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Been staring at that Kyosho for over a year. Oh, is that what you pulled out? Was the Kyosho? I have the MP9 TKI4. Thanks to our good pal RPM. Phone is acting dumb. What did it do? Someone told me that you would want to know that I found a Pico Max 26 in the Horde. You're gonna make him jealous. He's gonna want it. What you talking about? I got too many RC projects myself, right? Lotus has the Inferno MP5 7.5. Yeah, I don't have as many projects now. I left them all at home. But nonetheless, it's still fun. All right, get off of there. All right, big boys, toys. Appreciate you. See you when you come back. Yeah, old man art. Like sometimes just the wrenching is just as fun as the driving. Getting everything all set up, tinkering with it. Sometimes the hunt for the vehicle and then for the parts is just as fun as well. Got the Sin Genesis coming Friday. Projects can wait. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Sin Genesis is fun. If you can get it running right. Apparently I don't know how to set up the main drive shaft because I keep breaking it. And then they're hard to find. You can find other parts. Can't find that. This one's new in the box. Ooh, nice. Is it the 7.7? Picked up a used Sin. Hell yeah. Seems like a lot of people are getting Sins these days. Rinks the King Nerd is in the house. What is up? How you doing today? John Smith is in the house. What's up? I expect a sound check on that Mr. Nitro Pimp. My butt kicked at work. The shine is going down easy tonight. Shine always goes down easy. May not feel too good when it gets there. Rinks, do you make it or you get it from the liquor store? Or is it a secret? Around 100 old car magazines. Damn, I never did get into the magazines, but that's cool. I probably got like 100 old Playboys from the 70s. I think it was mid to late 60s into the 70s. I even got one with Dolly Parton on the cover. But no RC mags. The magazines are the history of Nitro. Yep. I wish they'd start putting them back in. You know, and showing the younger generation what's up. I get it, electric's fun and cool and easy, but can't just shit on Nitro. Also makes diver right around the Says I got a guy. Oh yeah. Yeah, we all need a guy, right? Especially for that. I wish I knew somebody. I wouldn't mind some good old homemade moonshine. The good stuff. So those would be a separate cleaning. Got Playboys from 92 to 2018. Hell yeah. Yeah, those are probably a lot better. But, you know, mine are the old collectors. Yeah, I couldn't believe I saw Dolly Parton in there. I don't think that she actually did like a nude scene. I think it was more classy for her. I can't remember because it's been 10 plus years since I even skimmed through them, but yeah, she's on the cover of one of them. She's not naked. I don't know that there's any naked pictures of her in there. I don't remember. I have them for the articles. Sure you do. Jesus like whacking in a time machine. Stop it. That rag was Dunsky's. What makes you say Dago red? What's Dago in moonshine? I don't know anything about it. Yeah, it never fails. Shit. Excuse me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Playboy kept it classy for the most part. A friend of mine worked at an adult store, and some of the other mags were hardcore. Right. Yeah, Playboy was more, like I said, it was more classy. I don't remember, like, I mean, as a kid, you know, whatever the neighbors had, you know, I seen, but like, I don't know all the different history. And like I said, I just kind of skimmed through that box that I have. I don't know, did they ever do much when it comes to like nudity, or is it like some nude but no hardcore stuff? Is that what you're trying to say? Probably never showed the pink like hustler penthouse. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but makes sense. Hope I didn't throw any of those little spacers away. Nope. I simplified it. Yeah, thank you for not getting too deep into it. Dago red or Italian homemade wine. It's very strong. 2 glasses and you're taking a nap. Nice. It don't take me much when it comes to wine. And I'm just going to scrub this as is. No point in taking that completely apart. Alright, like I said, I'm not going to bore you guys with scrubbing the old nitro. I'll entertain you with putting it back together sometime next week. Let me get my table cleaned up. And yes, she's dirty. I didn't spray it off again. He's like 35 a gallon, and we'll get the whole family sloppy for Christmas. Just put a mattress out by the road. Go grab it. You got a new wrestling ring. Hey, thank you, Nitro Pimp. Have yourself a good one, brother. I'm glad you liked it enough to drop a like. As if someone will pick it up. Oh, they will. Wonder if I can get a nitro engine to run on moonshine. The head of moonshine is ethanol. Yeah. Yeah, if they don't get rid of the beginning that head, well, they say it can make you go blind. Yeah, I was hoping higher velocity would show up tonight. I feel like I owe the guy an apology. I'm gonna laugh if that mattress is gone in the morning. You know it will be. Yeah, so she was still leaking when we went to the track, but it was coming out of the head button over here on this other side. I could see it bubbling. So she's got a nice crusty layer. We're gonna have to peel the motor out and give it a good bath. Zoom out. But yeah, like I said, I feel like I owe Mr. Higher Velocity an apology. In case you're wondering why. You know, it's weird how you can't go watch somebody's live without somebody trying to start a fight in the chats. And, you know, I just go in there to support the guy. And he's got some dumbass in there that's just constantly trying to start a fight. So, if you're watching Higher Velocity, I apologize for his actions. But to the guy that's, you know, always flapping his gums in other people's lives, you know, why don't you be a man, quit being a keyboard warrior, start up your own live, and I'll come in there and you can talk all the shit that you want, instead of trying to ruin other people's lives for your own stupid pleasure of whatever it is that you like doing. That is the dumbest thing, to try to start fights in other people's lives. Who is it? I mean, we all know him. He used to come in here and got kicked out for calling my viewers gay, and then they would leave. You know, he called them gay for running electrics. And we had to boot him, and he's been butthurt ever since. And I know he's watching, because he made reference to me how boring my show is and making long lives cleaning my buggies. Yeah, oh, you know who it is. So, you know, just be a man. Do your own lives. You have a channel. You claim you got all these savages and all this shit. Be a man. Do your own life and quit trying to ruin other people's shit. Drop a name, I don't know who. I mean, I basically just want to get the message out to him to, you know, do it on your own show. Don't be trashing other people's show that are trying to, you're not going there to give the guy support, you know. Give him some watch time, some messages. Try and talk to people. John D, what's up? How you doing, brother? Did someone say LRP? Funny thing is, nobody said LRP. He just wanted to flap his stupid gums. You know, like I said, start up your own live. I'll come in there and shoot the shit with you. You know, quit trashing other people's lives just because your butt hurt. There you go. Yeah. You know, we had some people come in. Like, I'm just trying to grow my channel. You know, I don't care who comes in. You don't even have to be RC related. If you like watching what we do, come on in. You know, let's hang out. But I had people that run electrics come in, and he was calling them gay in the comments, and then they left. And so we basically kicked him out. Well, he changes his name or starts up another account or whatever, comes back and then calls everybody fools and says that whoever kicked him out made a big mistake. It's like, okay, you couldn't come back and just be humble, right? So we permanently booted him. Well, he's still butthurt about it. I don't care. You know, whatever. But quit trashing other people's channels, you know. That Higher Velocity didn't do anything. You know, he doesn't deserve to have that shit on his channel. You know, start up your own shit. Anyways, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. You know, I'm not trying to be one of those people that just sits here and whines and cries about what everybody else does. I mean, there's a few people out there that do that. If you like the drama, go for it. I'm here to entertain people and have fun. I'm going to do this anyways. Might as well entertain. If you're not entertained, okay. If you are, awesome. But don't trash other people's channels because your butt hurt. You know, it's grow up. Quit being a keyboard warrior. Be a man about it. Start your own channel. Have a real conversation. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to basically say this just to apologize to Higher Velocity. But yeah, and it happens every time I go into either his channel or like if I go to Texas. Any of the smaller channels that don't have moderators, it's free reign for him to just flap his gums. So I don't care what you say. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Just leave the other channels out of it. You know, quit bringing them down for your stupidity. Exactly, John. Run everything. But hurt tampon. Damn Texas moderator. Well, good. He needs a moderator. I had to apologize to him one time too, but I've got his number, and I literally texted him right afterwards and apologized for the same stupid shit. But, you know, like I said, talk your shit. I don't care. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Just leave the other channels out of it. You know, they don't deserve it. And most people leave whenever the drama like that starts, which is why I never respond. I don't want to contribute to that. But here on my channel, you know, I don't care if you guys want to leave because I'm talking about it. It is whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just putting it out there. Quit starting shit on other people's channels. I mean, that's just dumb. Grow up, get a life, quit being a keyboard warrior, and move on. All right, back to RC shit. Anyways, so hey, I can actually use my new charger on this. Yeah, John, I don't think you've been in here since I got this new apparatus. I can charge my my receiver pack through the balance lead. I didn't know you could do this until Travis pointed it out to me. So for anybody that hasn't seen this, plug your red into the red, plug your black into the black. This comes with a 4S. So if your charger has a 4S plug on it and that's it, you can plug this into there and then it'll work for a 2S LiPo, because it only has enough wires for 2S, right? And then we don't have to take the battery out, play with the damn screws. Just plug it in like so. It's on balance, 2S, 1 amp, and we're charging. We're at 4.04, and they always shut off at like 420. But anyways, so yeah, new method of charging for me, because like I said, I've never done that. Didn't even know it existed. Did not know you could charge through this, but that's pretty neat. So yeah, that's my new toy. Been through drama with that one a few times. Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. This is RC, everybody wants to do an RC channel, not drama. So it's like, like I said, I hate even talking about it on here because, I want to just do RC shit, not drama. But I feel like I owe Higher Velocity an apology for that dumbass's actions. Where do I get that cord? I got mine off of eBay. If you go to eBay, ProTech, there it is, PTK 5319, and it is glorious. Now I really like it because there's 3 screws here, and a lot of times you can't get the battery out very well without taking this off as well. So this is just love it. It's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Have a Sigma EQ Mini. Oh, is that a charger? I don't know all the different chargers, so if you blurt out a name, I don't really know much about it. This is the IMAX B6. And if anybody has a charger that only has 1 port instead of having, like this here, you can do 2 to 6. So, but if anybody has a charger that only has 1 port, I've got a balance port that anybody can have. So you guys just let me know if you need it. Fly high, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Big life. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Had one of them for years. They do the job. You talking about the B6 or this fancy guy? Because yeah, they both work really well. But yeah, I've had that B6 for probably 8 years because I got a Rustler years back, and so I had to get that to charge my LiPos, and then now I have to have it for the bump box and my receiver packs. But there's 2 of those chargers, same ones. Hell yeah. Only battery I use it for is a 3S from a Traxxas Slash. B6, oh, reliable. Yeah, I mean, that thing, it's charged a lot of batteries. And I like it because it has all kinds of settings. I can do Lifey, what is it, the LIV, I don't know. It's got all kinds of stuff here. So it's LILON, lipo, lifey, 1 to 6 cells, NiCad, nickel metal, 1 to 15 cells, 2 to 20 volts, charge rate 0.1 to 5 amp, discharge rate 1 amp. So I mean, it'll basically do anything that you need. But yeah, I really like it. All good, mate. 2 a.m. at work, and yes, B6, the screen died on it, so couldn't see the display anymore. That does suck, brother. It's pretty safe too. It won't really let you overcook your battery. Yeah, and if it's not balanced, or if like your cells are bad, or it's told me before, detected a short. It says it's not connected. So if anything's wrong inside that battery, that charger will not charge it. When your cells get low, it'll tell you low voltage and it won't charge it. And then you kind of have to roll the dice, and sometimes you can give it a little bump off the nickel metal and just give it a straight charge. I wouldn't do it more than like 10 to 15 seconds at a time, maybe 20. Sometimes that's all it needs. Any very much longer than that, you're playing with fire, and I don't advise it. But I have had to do it a couple times, just because it gets out of balance and the cell gets low, and then you just balance it, and it works great. I really like that charger. Picked up the same charger, says RPM. Hell yeah. Had about 8 years, so couldn't complain. Bump it up. Bump it up to what? Is that what you're saying? If to just like bump it up a lipo? Is that what you call it? Bump it up. Just got to get a little bit of charge in that low cell, so it'll charge it. But if you do it too much in the high cell, if it's that far out of balance, you could overcharge the high cell, and then you're playing with dangers. So I don't recommend it, but I have done it. Johnny says, yeah. I don't know all the different terminologies for it, but yeah, it does work in a pinch. I just wouldn't do it for very long when you get limp cell. My cell's limp. But yeah, so you can see where it had a little bit of leak. It's pretty shitty up in there, but once I realized my problem. Like it was bubbling right out of the head seam, and I was worried that my head had gotten like oblong or something and wasn't sealing properly, but realized that it was just a little bit of the Loctite on the shims, like I was saying yesterday. And I know some people never Loctite that, some people do. It's the first time it's bit me in the ass after all these years, so. Treating myself to an airbrush system, so we will see at the weekend how good my skills are. Nice. I would love to use the airbrush. I travel. I'm 1,200 miles from home, and I don't want to drag around a compressor. Which I got one when I was staying closer when I was up in Omaha. I got like a Milwaukee battery powered one, so I wouldn't have to worry about trying to plug it in. And then I never got the hose for it. But really, I just need to get a hose and the little attachment. And I could try it, but one thing I am going to try to start doing is I'm going to do the liquid mask, and then try to freehand draw like some different designs, and then try to follow those lines with an X-Acto knife. It's just, I'm not going to be able to make like good clean lines because I get too shaky with it. But, we'll do like some kind of jagged line, something or another. Nitro RC Life, what's going on, man? Having BD sucks, battery dysfunction. Hey, Nitro RC Life, I see you got yourself a membership there. Airbrushing takes some skills for sure. Yes, it does. Yeah, the compressor is the size of your boot. Yeah, mine, that Milwaukee one, it's a 2 gallon, and I mean, it's probably like 2 foot by 2 foot. Like, it's not very big, maybe 3 foot, something like that. Guru's World does some crazy airbrushing. Yeah, there's a lot of really good ones out there. There's a girl out at the track here. Her name's Alex, and she puts them on Facebook every time she gets them done. And man, I've seen some really nice bodies. Like, she does a really good job of it. And it looks like she does some good airbrushing on it. I'm assuming, but nice flames on it, nice little checkered flag pattern in the back, just clean work. I wish I could do that. That's why I just work the fades. But I am gonna try to figure something out. So, like this body here, I don't know that I got it this way. I would like to try to use this as just like a model, but I mean, with the way some of the color difference is, I'm pretty sure they did some airbrushing. But I mean, I would like to try to figure out how to mimic this design. I think it'd be kind of cool. And Tasty B put out a pretty good video, and I never really thought about it, but he's using his calipers and basically like putting a mark, on both sides so he can keep the lines even, and then figuring out where the center is. So I've been looking at a few different things, trying to figure something out, but I want to do something different than just the fades. I just don't have the airbrush equipment. And I mean, then on top of that, you still gotta have the skill. Buy a circuit for stencils, and the rest is way easier. Yeah, like I have some stencils. It's hard to get them to set in place. It's like, some people get that honeycomb look, and I mean, all you gotta do really is just like hold the stencil there and hit it, but I don't know. One of these days I'll get something figured out. There's a 100 airbrush, 100% airbrush. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, I can tell. I mean, cause yeah, there's no way you're gonna get that with a rattle can. Yeah, you can tell they hit darker red around the edges, and then they got lighter orange there. But I do like the orange yellow combo, and I want to do something like that for this buggy. I'm gonna get these gold caps came with the new Techno that I got, but they got some orange ones down there at the compound that I'm gonna pick up. I think would look pretty cool. Yeah. Like no matter how much gluing I do on these, I mean, I clean these things with simple green. I scraped them up with the Scotch-Brite, and they still want to come unglued. I need to figure something out. Oh, buy a Cricut for stencils? What's a Cricut? Not your life. Thank you, brother. What's up? I appreciate you, brother. Nice little donation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you much. You did a camo buddy cartoon style. Was pretty sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, so is Cricut just a brand that makes the stencils? And there's a nice hobby store here that they have. I mean, just like any other hobby store, you can find just about everything. But they had some nice stencil kits. Yeah, it's like every time I take this thing to the track, I gotta clean the dirt out of the seam and re-glue it. It's a plotter machine vinyl cut. Oh, okay. You can make like stickers and printouts and stuff with it. I think somebody was telling me about that. Their wife had a Cricut machine and was making like like it, because we're talking about making stickers for something at work. Machine that make vinyl stickers. Yep. Okay. I remember now. Hell yeah! And Nitro RC Life, or I guess I should just say Brett. Since you got that membership gifted to you this weekend, I am going to do a members only video from the track. So just like a little bit of give back to the community that's given extra to us. So hope you guys enjoy. It'll just be a little bit of race action or something. Nothing too fancy. Just a little give back. Alrighty. Thank you. I know not everybody can choose to do those kinds of things, but the ones that go the extra mile or that get lucky enough to get gifted one, I'd like to give back to the people that do the extras to help out. So I appreciate each and every one of you the same, but got to do something extra. Yeah, I don't really feel like trying to peel out the engine, and I need to get it cleaned up for the weekend, but I'm not gonna peel it out now. Hey, Brett, have you been here? Member number 2 here, says Lotus. Brett, have you been here since I got the new Techno? I don't even think John D's been here since I got the new Techno. I know you guys have probably seen the shorts videos, but we could pull out the old newbie. You just seen that one? Yeah, this would be my newest model ever. I've never had one that's this fresh, if you know what I mean. Like the latest model. Got me a nice little Nitro compound sticker. That's the track that I go to. Check out cartoon anime RC paint job. I'll have to remember that. He says that wing is high. Yeah, that's the way that these guys are running down at the track, so I figured I would, follow what everybody else is doing. And there's 2 settings on here. It's on the high setting, which when you look at the build of this, like the manual, that is stock setting. It's plus 7 millimeters, but that's where they tell you to put it for the stock setting. And then, yeah, this wing is a little tall. It's just kind of like a newer style by J Concepts. I don't know how long they've been around. But yeah, that's what a lot of the guys are running. He says it does look high. Yeah, so I mean, I got the engine and car came from the same guy. So like when I got this engine a few weeks back, like he pulled it out of this car and sold it to me. And then he ended up getting the X-ray. And so he sold me his old car, but that's the way he had it set up. And hell, he had this wing on it, this white one, and it's the same deal. It just has a little bit different drop down on the sides. But yeah, so now and it seems like everybody at the track has these things. Yeah, when I first saw them, I was like, man, what is that? But like all the cars had, all the cool kids had them, so I had to. Hell yeah, thank you, Lotus. Appreciate you, brother. Definitely gonna have to go check that out. Yeah, so this thing here is pretty much ready to go for the weekend. I gotta make sure my carbs got the proper adjustments. You know, Oh, excuse me, the endpoint adjustments, making sure that it doesn't go past the Venturi. Just making sure it's set up right. But other than that, it's ready to go. Purple and teal look good together. Yeah. Yeah, when I first saw this guy at the track, he was probably like the third or fourth person that I actually like met. And I was like, man, that's a good looking buggy. You know, it had that white wing on it, and so it like really stood out. And he was like, thanks. And I've admired this buggy. I don't know, it's probably like 3 or 4 weeks straight, and then finally was able to talk him into selling it to me. Oh, thank you, Brett. It's a sick rig. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to run it. It'll be cool. It comes with some TZO 200 tires. He said he runs like a medium hard, and on one of them I seen a paint dot, and I think it was like pink. I don't know. I don't know if pink's really a compound color, but it looks pink. So I don't know what compound they are for sure. Purple. Have you bought a transponder yet? No. I was working on some other things, and if not this week, next week, I am planning on getting one. I especially need one for the winter series that they're going to be doing, because if I'm going to be trying to run with them, I'm going to have something. But yeah, definitely getting one. No, that should be your next purchase for sure. Yeah. There's a couple things I got going on, but it is a plan to do over the next couple of weeks for sure. Yeah, and he had those gold solid wheel nuts that are on that car on here. I didn't really like the way it looked. I like the stock, like that gun metal. So I put those on there. Black wheels and front end painted black out would look fire. Black wheels and front end painted black would look fire. Oh, with the green and the teal. So you're saying that, and then black with black rims. That would look pretty cool. I'm looking at it in the screen on the computer, and it looks like it's all scrunched up. Like the video that I'm seeing on the computer makes this thing look really short. That's crazy. So I'm gonna pause that. Now look at this. You guys can see, I mean, it's a normal long buggy. Look how short it looks in the screen. That looks odd. Yeah, everybody at the track's running these really tall wings on them now. And then even like I've been watching some YouTube videos on racing, just trying to figure some things out and try to get a little better. And it seems like a lot of them are running these tall wings. I just think it's just YouTube. Yeah, I mean probably. The processing between going from the phone to the computer. I don't know. It's always weird with YouTube. And like I notice when I rewatch my lives that I do at the track, just for me holding the controller and my phone being on the controller, they're real shaky. But when I ask everybody during the live, is it shaky? Everybody's like, no, the picture looks good. So the picture comes clear, through the phone really good. But as it processes over to YouTube, it just looks odd. So I need to get a GoPro. That's something else that I'll be working on. I just have to get some money saved up so I can get a decent one. because I don't want to be trying to do a live with a GoPro and, you know, have it Bluetooth to my phone so I can see what it's doing, and it just, you know, the batteries die like people have issues with, or it just shuts off, or whatever the case is. I just need to get something set up so I don't have to worry about it dying out on me right in the middle. Oh shit. So for those of you that haven't seen it and that might be curious, so we're running the block 21BM. We've got the Samurai 2090 with the 75 millimeter header on it. We're running a Reds 4-shoe clutch, and it's like a newer, it's like a version 3, and they're black. And then we got a ProTech 13-tooth bell. So this was something new to me. I don't know how many of you guys have seen this. Maybe I'm the only one that hadn't really seen this type of stuff, but I think Raja did a video on it years back, but I'd never seen it until recently. So it runs a switch here. Where is my switch? Where you just plug in a jumper. That's how you turn this beast on. Like my Hero 11, but my next will be the Insta. Yeah, so this is something new to me. I didn't even know that stuff like this existed. I mean, it makes sense. I just didn't know anybody was doing it. RCX, what's up? I think a lot of the guys like the older GoPros. I would ask around. Okay, makes sense. Get an Insta360 Ace, better camera, no overheating, better mounting system. Is that the one like what Ryan Harris wears? Like it looks like a small camera where it's like the center's real skinny and long. You know, it looks like a camera that has like an old school style camera. Is that what you're talking about? The Insta360. Damn, Lotus holding strong with that #1 crown. Look at you go. That's a regular Insta360. Ah. Yeah, I hadn't really looked too much into cameras, so I don't know. I must be getting old because I'm getting tired earlier and earlier. Yeah, I like the way they did the bodies on these new ones. Like this rolled edge around the engine. Seems like it would give it a little more support. I don't know how well it actually holds up, but. And then the way that it, like literally the body just kind of forms right around the fuel tank. So that if you do spill and splash, it all stays right here in your fuel tank. It doesn't have a way to actually like get into the car anywhere. It's all just right here. What time is it there? 6:30. I know that seems like it's pretty early, but like I get up at 2:30 in the morning. I gotta be there at 4:30. And I get off at 3:30. So yeah, I get pretty tired these days. And then hell, on Saturday, it's nothing for me to be in bed by 5 or 6. And then I'm up at like 4 or 5 in the morning ready to go to the track. So it's a different lifestyle these days. Every time I, change places, change something, whatever, everything kind of shifts, time-wise, different start times. If you guys never been to Phoenix or Mesa, whatever, the whole area, like the people around here, they fly everywhere. Like it's such a big area. There's so much traffic, so many lanes. Like you got to be on top of your game, and you got to be on the gas and just go. And like everything's close, but like in smaller towns, like 1 mile is basically a minute. So if it's 5 miles away, you're looking at 5 minutes. Not here. 5 miles away is 20 minutes. Everywhere, it doesn't matter. It's weird, or even like a block. The blocks are huge. It's totally different out here, as big as the area is. It's pretty neat. It's a pretty cool experience. Love the stock body, great for fuel gun. Yes, sir. Yeah, and I mean, even the like the aftermarket, the J Concepts, they're pretty cool too, because it leaves that fuel tank open like that, but it doesn't like form around it like what the stock one does. But no, they're pretty cool. Poop schedule. What the hell? From the top of the tank right down. Kilter has a hole that drains up. Oh, yeah, they all do. It has that too. But what I'm saying is, like a lot of them, all of them have the drain hole. This one's right here. And this one here, it's the older model, but they still kind of had that same design and concept. Get on there. Get into place. And like I bought all this used. I don't know what it looked like before this guy cut it out, but you see how it's open here? So like you can get in around the tank. Like this isn't a perfect fit. Oh, I can't even see it. Like it's, it doesn't tuck down inside the tank. So we'll come over here and look at this other one. So for the most part, that body just kind of, almost like you can like literally just set it right in there so it tucks right around the tank. Where's the hole? So this one's hole is right up there in the front, like right up there under the hose. And then it drains out right there. Sorry, right there. But yes, I know what you're saying, Bob. As far as I know, all the RC cars have that, or most anyways. Even the Savages have it. If you guys never looked at a Savage tank, I know most have, but so there's a drain hole right there. Of course, this one drains down kind of onto the chassis, but on the Mugen, see, like the Mugen, to get to it, it's like way inside there. Here's so this Mugen does not have a drain hole. It just runs off the edges. That's probably the only one I've ever noticed that doesn't have it. I actually thought they all did. But nope. Yeah, we're at 419 on both the cells, so this thing's just about done charging. CRCX says it's 925. Hey, you got yourself a crown now. Number 3. Look at you go. The Vertex has that, Bob's. Genesis will get you there in 5 minutes. Hey, man, the car is not the problem. It's the other traffic that's the problem. I mean, we're talking 3 and 4 lanes wide, and you know it's hard getting through the traffic. Like, you just got to wait in line. I don't think there's any interstates or highways within the city of Phoenix that are less than 5 or 6 lanes wide. And then on top of that, they all have the diamond lane, the carpool lane. And people seem to think that's the Autobahn lane with no speed limit. Because, you know, just like anybody else in a 65, I'm always doing 80. You know, I'm going with traffic. And then you always have those cars, and I say cars, multiple, that, you know, they're flying by you like you're standing still. It's like, damn, that guy's got to be going 100. What did that charging lead the other night, waiting on it to come in? Hell yeah. Yeah, I really do like this. Yeah, if Travis was here, I'd tell him thank you for pointing it out, because I never knew about it. But then I started researching it, and Adam Drake uses it. He's promoting it for ProTech. But yeah, I think it's pretty freaking neat. So much better than taking the batteries out. Most 1/10 doesn't have it. Yeah, I don't have any 1/10, so I don't know much about them. But yeah, like I said, I thought that pretty much all of them had it. But, you know, learn something new every day, right? Now the people that like to make videos based off of my lack of knowledge, now they got some video ideas. He says I like that lane. I like that lane too. But at certain times of the day, if you only are by yourself, that's a $400 fine when the cops catch you. Start taking the battery out and unplugging my switch. Oh yeah, exactly. All right, well, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna make me a drink real quick, so don't go anywhere. Oh, battery's done. Lotus says that part's not fun. What, taking the battery out? Northeast says I need more Pepsi. Cranberry and vodka. And no, it's not a full glass of vodka. It's a little bit of vodka with a lot of cranberry, so it's really nothing. I mean, really, it's not enough to do anything. Officer, I was told this was the Autobahn lane, sir. You were doing 140 and a 65. Ah, shit. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Well, that's all it takes. She's charged. Yeah, I'll end up popping that engine out, cleaning some of that crap off of it, wiping it down a little bit, and then give her another go at the track. Oh wow, somebody up this way just got arrested going 142. Ouch. Yeah, I think anything, what is it, more than 20 miles over? Either that or it's when you get over 100 or something like that. I think at some point they call that attempted manslaughter. And it may just depend on the state too. Notice it wasn't me. I was watching a video the other day, and it was one of those, the body cams that the cops wear. And he walks up to this guy's window, and he's like, "Do you know how fast you were?" Or he goes, "Do you know what the speed limit is?" And the guy was like, "Well, he's like, I was speeding a little bit, but I was only going like 80 or 85." And he goes, "No, you weren't. You were doing 120 or 130." I don't think you said 142. I don't think it was the same person, but the dude's like, "No, I was only going 80 or 85." And he's like, "Tonight you're insulting my intelligence." Because when he first walked up, he was like, "You're lucky I got something else going on, or you'd be going to jail." And then the dude started like saying I was only doing 80, 85. I was like, "All right, fine, you're going to jail for lying to me." He's like, "You think I'm stupid? I know how fast you were going." It was funny. Northeast says in 17, I got arrested doing 90 and a 45. Wow. In a barth? What do you mean by a barth? I don't know what that is. Is a reckless often at the cop's decision to cut your license on the spot. Ooh, damn. I've talked my way out of it once. The fastest I've ever driven myself was like 110 or 115, something like that. And it was a short period of time just to see how fast the Yoda would go. But it was the old one. It was more of a street setup than an off-road setup, so. But, like, I couldn't even tell I was doing 110. No wobbling in the steering, none of that. It was just smooth, and I was like, all right, that's too easy. I'm going to back out of that. Fiat, Abarth, tiny French. Oh, okay. I know what a Fiat is, but I've never heard of the Abarth. Am I saying that right? Abarth? Yeah, Italian junk is what Fiat is. One of those countries. Yeah, it's Italian. Yeah, I just didn't know it was a Fiat. Like I said, I'd never heard of that model. Let's see, John Smith says, I'm over 120 on the bike. You gotta be an idiot to stop. I mean, once you're going that fast on a bike, I mean, how likely are they to catch you? 2,600 pounds, 195 horsepower, 205 foot-pounds. A go-kart. Oh, yeah, definitely. I didn't say they weren't speedy. I just said Fiat's junk. But no, that's funny. They won't chase bikes that fast. It's a death sentence. Yeah, I mean, it's like, That's just like anything in life. If people know they can get away with something, they're gonna keep doing it, right? They gotta find a way to. I don't know. It's like, I guess, figure out a way to zoom in on their license plate or something, and you know what I mean. Look up who they are if they can't catch them. Nothing against people who want to do their own stupid shit, but I mean, at the same time, you're not only putting your life in danger, you're putting other people's life in danger. So, with a piggyback chip, what's a 70K on mine with no problems with a piggyback chip? What is a piggyback chip? They pull your plate on the camera and wait at your house, or just mail you a ticket. You got 120. I mean, them crotch rockets, they'll just keep going. But if they're going that fast, do they really have a chance to get their gun up and their speedometer, their speed gun up and check to see how fast they're going? Yeah, bikes run, they crash and die. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I don't wish harm upon anybody. I wish they would think of others' lives. It's not just their life, it's others at the same time. It's a plug and play chip tune. Ah. Yeah, I put a chip in my old Extreme. I had a Chevy Extreme, and yeah, I mean, it was pretty quick. A little 5-speed V6. It wasn't a piggyback. I don't remember what brand it was. I got it off of Jegs though. Yeah, I don't remember what brand it was, but I mean, I got it because they said that when you put that chip in there and it'll bypass the governor, or the governor, however you say that, and you could go, keep going. Well, after I put the chip in there, I tried it and it governed out at like 98, 99. And that thing dropped, like it literally shut the truck off and dropped down to about 80, 85 before it would actually like kick back in. It didn't really shut the truck off, but like I couldn't give it any gas. It completely shut my controls off, put it that way. Mod Road Race Motorsports, nice. Anything under 85, I'll stop, and usually they're cool, but over that, no chance I stop. Yeah, you just gotta be careful. Like I said, you just gotta think of everybody else's lives as well. And I guess if you're on a bike, more than likely you're gonna be the one, that gets the shit into that stick. But teach their own. Was the best bang for your buck when the Embarth came out? The JB4 tuner, is that what you got in the Genesis? 35 horsepower dyno proven, $600. Yeah, my chip was only like, I mean, this was 20 plus years ago. Because I got that truck in 2000. It was a 99, I got it in like January of 2000. And it wasn't very long after I got it that I put it in there. But I'd also put 100 horsepower gang. Damn. You don't have to fly to lose the cops in BFE, right? Not a lot of city around me. Hey, yep, perfect. Do your thing, brother. Now, the only thing I got to worry about out there is the county cops, because they know all the roads. The sheriffs or the county, whatever, like local cops and state cops, you can get away from them pretty easy, but you got to watch those county. They know all the back roads, gravel roads, whatever. I'm not getting away. Bright white Genesis, the only one running around my area. Yeah, they're basically going to be waiting at your house, brother. So, Mr. Lotus, do you know what the speed limit is? It's go as fast as you can, right? No. Oh, well, shit, my bad. Pull over and take the ticket, won't be the first. Yeah, all that driving back and forth to Omaha um, really picked up on my speeding. You know, I used to just do like 5, maybe 10 over. Man, it's hard to go less than 85 when you're cruising down the interstate now. Or out here on this 65-mile-an-hour highway, it's hard to go less than 80. And you don't even feel like you're going 80. But usually they're pretty cool. Like, I've been in the groups and we fly past doing 80, 85, and the cops, for whatever reason, just hadn't been pulling out and trying to get us. So the only black and white part probably in the whole state. What's up, Hugh? How you doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Tell Grandma we said hello. Did you get her fired up? Or is it still giving you problems? Haven't touched it work today. Seen 2 other genus in my area. A blue one and a red one. I see them all over the place. Rinks has got a wrench and a crown. Look at him go. Are you heading out northeast? To go pay my speeding ticket Friday, $200. It gave me not observant to traffic. Damn, Rinks. Yeah, his fake wrench. Jerry from, is it supposed to be Ugly Truck? Is going to help me work through it. I just got off the phone with him. That's awesome. You got somebody to help you out with it. It's freaking awesome, brother. I always hate getting stuck on something like that, and it just, no matter what you do, you can't seem to figure it out. Ugly Truck. So is it your phone's fault or your finger's fault? He is the LS Master. Nice. Just put a K24 in a Hue. I thought Rinks was leaving. Oh. Jared and Emily are good opal. He fat fingers it, autocorrect screws him over, and then he doesn't proofread it. It's a triple whammy. 71 to 55. Cop was cool. Told him I wasn't playing around. If I was, he would have got a triple-digit score. I'm surprised that didn't talk him into writing you a ticket. Triple digits. Opal is a car. Hello, Grandma. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. And there she is. Yeah, when I was like 16, I just got my license, and a friend of ours was, his truck had broke down out in the country, just out on this like back road, like, not even on like the main, like a main 2-lane highway road. It was like one of those cheesy ones that doesn't even have the shoulders on it. You know, that just before it turns into gravel kind of thing. Like it was way out there in the sticks, and so his truck broke down, and he didn't have a way to get it fixed. I don't even remember what was wrong with it. But he got a phone call from somebody saying that, you know, they had just drove by there and somebody was out there and had the hood popped up on it and was basically messing with it. So there was like 5 or 6 of us. One guy got in the front with me. It was like an old 86 F-150. And one got in the front with me, and then so there was like 4 or 5 people in the back. I don't even remember who all was there. And we take off out into the country, and it was like 76 and a 55. And I come up over this hilltop, and there was a car in front of me, and I had to slow down to their speed, and then here come a cop towards us. And yeah, as soon as he passed, I was like, oh shit. So needless to say, by the time we got there, the whole top half of the engine was gone. It was like a nice 4-barrel Holly, and whatever the headers, I don't know what all he had on it, but apparently it was some pretty high dollar shit. It was a nice truck. It was like a 70-something Chevy. I don't remember exactly. But it was pretty nice. New guy had an Opel GT race car. Never left his garage. There ain't no fun in that. That's just getting in the 3rd gear. I have 6. Awesome race car. It's a shed queen. He wrecked it in the 80s, spent 15 years rebuilding it, and never got the nerve to run it again. Yeah, that sucks. That's awesome to be able to rebuild it and have it to look at, but, you know, that sucks going through all that and then not even being able to drive it again. Aw, Grandma lost her star. Nerves of spaghetti. What happened, Grandma? You're going to have to get it back. I want to watch that video coming out this weekend. It made me resubscribe. What do you mean? Why what? Why did it make you resubscribe? Well, I mean, it re-ups every month, and if there's something wrong, like if you switch your card, or I guess you can undo it or whatever, or if there's insufficient funds, there's a couple different reasons that it'll just stop. And then you have to go in and like reset it. But no what? Sorry, I'm lost. He shattered one of his knees and broke 4 ribs. Crash like that will get you. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's supposed to be renewed. Oh, meaning you've already done it. Okay, well, maybe it just hasn't reset totally. Well, thank you very much, Grandma. It'll come back. Same card? Yeah, it'll come back. I got nailed with the willful destruction of property with the 96 S10 pickup. Had air ride and I got caught dragging the back bumper on fresh pavement. That wasn't cheap. That's kind of funny. Happened to a friend of mine's dad. He wrecked his Siberian at 160. Damn. Crushed both his legs and a Shelby through. Damn. He wasn't the same after that, right? Yeah, Grandma, I think you should be able to, I mean, if you just renewed it, it may take it a minute to actually, like, reset. I don't know for sure. Make sure it went through. I don't think you shouldn't have to, like, unsubscribe or, like, you know, undo YouTube and then get back. I don't know. Spark it or park it. Pisses keeps changing it to kisses. But we thank you very much, Grandma. Man, I don't know if I'm hoping AJ's out there and he runs that track like, you know, like he owns it, right? Because he does. and I'm hoping he'll let me stand up there and get some footage of him running around the track, just blasting it like, like there's no worries in the world. And then I want to get some of his like his finger action on the controller, seeing how he's doing the brakes and the throttle, and just trying to get some tips like that. So I think that'd be kind of neat. Anything for the Nitro Addiction family. Oh, you're so sweet. We love you. Let's stole Grandma Vic Star. Rinks, you're so bad. And you stole somebody's #2 crown. Said subscribe for some reason. Probably started over. Yeah, and like I can go. I don't know. I think I can get the studio from here. Yeah, YouTube studio. Excuse me. Oh, picked up another subscriber. Thank you very much. If you're in here now watching, appreciate it. Let's see. Come on, I want to scroll down. I don't have my mouse out, so I can't just scroll. Yeah, I wonder if it hasn't picked it up yet. I should be able to see. Yeah, it's weird doing this on the computer. I'm used to it on my phone. But anyways, you'll get it back. No, it says you're on there. Oh, nice. I actually picked up one on the middle tier. Sweet. Awesome. I didn't know I had any members on the middle tier. Fake star too. Hugh, you're funny shit. Oh, she says we love you too. Eddie gonna be in the mirror trying to get those trigger pulls just right. What? No, so like I said, I've been doing some research and like watching other racers do, giving tips, in videos, and they said, if you get it, to where you're actually talking to a racer, hanging out with them, they're like, just ask them if you can watch them. He said, even I've done it, and I let people watch how I do it on the controller, and then it kind of gives you an idea of, how they're, are they blipping the throttle? Are they, doing a long pull when they're hitting the brakes? What kind of steering they're putting into it? And I've always kind of wondered, because it's like if I hold the steering and try to guide it like that, I end up just holding it all and it'll just run off the side. So I always kind of let go of it to straighten it out. And I think I'm pretty sure that's wrong. So I want to watch an actual racer and see how they do it. I mean, this guy's really good. Like I said, he's been up there with the pros making some good runs, and he beat Dakota Finn in the truck. But again, I don't remember if it was Truggy or I don't remember if it was Nitro or Electric. You know, so I mean, he's got some skills. He's been doing it for a while. I think he got first at the Silver State back in like 19. Um, so, you know, I'm gonna get all the tips from him that I can for sure. Rinks are so bad. How you get a star? Rink stole his star. He bought it out of the emoji box. It was on the clearance rack. Fake it till you make it. That's what we all do, man. When my stars are wrenches off Timu. That's why you always lose them and they break. They're off of Timu. I swear that place is like the Chinese goods, you know, harbor freight of Chinese goods. You know what I mean? Like just cheap junk. But Harbor Freight's got some decent stuff, so I can't knock them too much. With Eye of the Tiger blaring in the background. Dun, 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 dun. The final countdown. I've seen 3 fishes running for their lives on Lotus video. You get it with the boat? And one turtle. The turtle was slow for sure. Did you really run over a turtle? Brakes, these things have brakes? Mind blown. Yeah, they got brakes. Yay, Grandma got her star back. Woohoo! That's awesome. Thank you very much, Grandma. Harbor Freight of China. I think most of the stuff at Harbor Freight's from China. Thank you for the one you gave me. I gave you a star? Are you talking about the wrench that I gave you? Rinks, I told you, man, all you gotta do is just buy yourself a star. Looking at stuff on my buggy. Does yours have front and rear brakes? Yes. So what happens when you pay the right subscription? Yes. We pay the wrong thing. No. We got Tony in the house. Welcome to the show. Sorry I joined late, but when is the next TNC trip? I'm anxious to get back down there. I'm going this Sunday. I'm going to go up there at like 7 because it's going to be hot. So I'm thinking like 7 to 10. So if you make it out there, man, that'd be badass, dude. Hell, I'll get a video of you running your shit, man. Welcome back to the show, my guy. But then to watch the video, it's going to be a members only video. So unfortunately, you'll have to become a member. He said I bought the 3-pack. Rinks is gonna break everybody's stars with that hammer. But yeah, Tony, that'd be badass if you showed up out there, brother. I could use some pointers. I don't know when they're doing like another big race. I see where somebody had put something on Facebook about wanting to race this weekend, but it's gonna be like 105. So, you know, I don't know how long that's gonna last. Like I said, I'm gonna get out there about 7. Probably won't be there past 10 unless, you know, I don't know what time it's supposed to hit 105, but it's okay. They Timu, they will break. Oh, poor Rinks. He went cheap. He got broken. $105, dang. Yep, it's supposed to be warm this weekend. Like 103 or 4 on Saturday and 105 on Sunday. Too is fun sometimes. Order something and see what shows up. Nope. Not going to do it. But Tony, thanks for coming back and joining in with us again, brother. Met him at the track, and he helped me out with some Rhonda Drake setup specs for my Mugen. So very helpful team down there, and Tony's a really good guy. Barely met him, barely know him, but already feel like we've had some conversations, and like I said, he's helped me out. So good people. That's true. They send my wife so much garbage. No, you mean your wife buys so much garbage? I'm the number one fan of Temu. Oh shit! I've never bought anything off of Temu or Wish. What's up, off the guy? Look, Lotus is number one. Lotus has been number one for a minute. He took it from Pimp earlier. How you doing, off the guy? What's up, brother? She buys crap and they send her free garbage. They're trying to get rid of their garbage. Why not send it over here? Does Tony know you are the lead singer of the band Slayer? Hey, he might have thought so too whenever he met me. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Too much better than Wish. I've never messed with either one of them. I forgot his work. How'd you get up to number 2 so fast? You just took it away from Rinks. We gotta support each other. Tracks don't survive without racers and their reasons. We'll be nerds in a field at 100 degrees. Yes, sir. Like I said, I'm gonna be there at 7, so I hope you get a chance to make it out there. It'd be fun to run with you again. Even though we were 2 different classes, I didn't really get to run with you. It was a good day running with everybody though, so. Effing Slayer, yes. Yeah, with my big old beard and my long curly hair, he thinks I'm the lead singer of Slayer. You know, everybody's got their own impression of who they think I look like, and that's one of them. The guy off of Sons of Anarchy, I don't know his name, but he's kind of an older guy, kind of heavy, a little bit fatter than me, so a little more heavy set. But when I was younger, Raven. It used to be on WCW Wrestling. We both kind of got some of the same kind of looking tattoos. And I went to a Korn concert in 98, Korn Rob Zombie, and I had multiple people call me Raven while I was at the concert. It was funny shit. Leo's in the house. What's up? He's back. What's going on? War Ensemble. Often you ain't trying to work. Instead of working hard, it's hardly working, bro. I know, I'm funny. Hell yeah, appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. If you're old like me, here is your chance for a reminder. Oh, hell, we went dark for a minute. Every once in a while, my phone tells me, you're live, and it's like, I know I'm live. What happened? You know, you could fill up that bin of mufflers so your boss could sell them a lot easier if you would just work. Instead of hanging out on YouTube, chatting with us. That's funny. Yeah, hopefully this weekend we get to run the new Techno. I don't see why we wouldn't, but I guess I should say hopefully we get around the track a little better. Been working break now. Oh, I see. Nick B, what's up? Been listening, but showing how the kid breaks down in his buggy. Ah, nice. The mattress is still there. Northeast is watching the mattress, watching the show, watching the mattress. He already welds in his sleep. What more do you want? Well, welding in your sleep ain't gonna fill up that bin with those mufflers, so Get at it. I hear someone loading it up at 3 a.m. Yeah, right? That's funny how sometimes you just wake up and shit's gone. Like, oh, cool. What do you call a lot lizard with their own mattress? An owner operator. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That's funny. Yeah, it seems like all my jokes are dirty. I probably shouldn't say them on here. No, Rinks, that's not cute for you to just start throwing out all the dark humor. Stop it. I hear you typing it out too, bro. Stop. But no, owner operator, that is pretty funny. I like it. So Nick, when you get yourself the MP11? I know you want it. I can hear it in your voice. Cells are full, just gotta build a diesel performance muffler now. Oh, I didn't know you did diesel as well. Hell yeah. There's a truck lot at the bottom of the hill. He's just gonna slide it down there. Oh shit. Oh well, it's already 11 after 7. Probably won't for a while, but it is stuck in the back of my head. Oh, it'll be stuck there, and you'll just keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it. Oh, that's right. The diesel muffler is the one that is your design. I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, see, like I said, I got a bad memory. I'm getting old. Smoked way too much of the devil's lettuce when I was younger. Back alley Sally is coming for that mattress. You just want to put up a little trail cam and see what happens. Then we had a big drop in viewership. They don't like our jokes. Rinks, you gotta stop. Stop it, I'm yawning over here now. Yeah, maybe that's why. And there goes another one. Somebody else must have went live. 10:07. Yeah, it's only 7:12 here. So Arizona don't change time with the time change, so we're mountain time, and then whenever daylight savings hits, we become Pacific time. Drove him. I got to be up at 4:30 or 2:30. I got to be at work at 4:30. That's probably the worst part about having to come out to this job, is how much earlier I got to get up, because we start earlier, and then foreman's got to be there a half hour early to go over stuff. So, but it's cool because I get extra time for it, so I can't complain. Sees the raccoons carried off. 7:12 here, but no daylight savings for me this fall, or till fall. Well, whatever, spring forward, fall back, whatever it is, Arizona does not change time. So right now I'm on the same time with you, Nick, and then when time changes again, I'll be an hour ahead of you. Hate daylight savings time, switch back and forth. Yeah, it does kind of suck. It was always nice in the fall, though, whenever it falls back, you're like, hey, I just gained an hour. But I think like Arizona, and then like one little spot in southern Indiana, and I don't know, I've never really looked it up, it's just what I was told. Apparently some county there, and then maybe one other spot up in like Colorado, like just north of Arizona, something like that. There's only a few spots in the country that don't do daylight savings. They just stick with the same time all year round. Start earlier so you don't have a heat stroke. I mean, it's crazy. The sun's coming up at like 5 o'clock. I mean, literally by 5:30, the sun is up. But you know, you get that dawn. You know, dawn's that period where the sun, before you see the sun and it's starting to light up. Yeah, we get that about 5 o'clock ish. Oh, you didn't know Arizona didn't change? Yeah, I only knew because my dad used to live out here and we would talk about it. Because, you know, every once in a while he'd be 2 hours behind us. I'm like, how the hell are you 2 hours behind us? Yeah, because Arizona does not change time at all. It was only 111 degrees in the plant the other day. I thought it was spring or something. It's hard to keep track when you live in Washington State but was raised in Arizona, right? Yep, sometimes we're on the same time and then sometimes we're not. Years back, I was getting sent out to Phoenix to finish up a job, and the boss that I had running it, he was one of those real stickler kind of people, and he was, you know, they got the GPS deals on the vans, and one of the guys that was out there, he was basically commenting how, you know, he was starting his time at like 7 o'clock in the morning, but the van wouldn't show up on site till like 10, and so we was just BSing about it, and then I was like, now you know, Arizona's 2 hours behind us right now, so if I don't get there until 9 o'clock your time, doesn't mean I'm goofing off. It's just, you know, the time difference. And he goes, what do you mean 2 hours? He said, they're mountain time. They're only an hour behind. I said, yeah, but right now we're 2 hours because they don't change time. And we argued about it for a minute. He didn't believe me, so I called up my dad. And I was like, what time is it? And he told us, and the dude just looked at me. It was funny shit. But yeah, most people don't know it unless you live out here. It's hard to keep. Oh, I already said that. 128 is coming in July and August. Blech. That's nasty. And so does Hawaii. Only 2 states doesn't do. Oh, I didn't know that about Hawaii. Cool. Learned something new. My fan is broken. What? Been broke for 6 months. I'm fixing to start filing grievances. You better start charging them hazard pay. Good live, Addy. Have a great night, everybody. I appreciate you, man. Take it easy, Northeast. I'll see you. Hopefully, get to see you next week. But yeah, it's about that time. I'm yawning. I don't want to bore you guys, so I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the support. And for those of you that are members, keep an eye out. Probably Sunday. If not, maybe Monday. But there will be a nice video coming out for you. I mean, it won't be anything special, but it'll just be something cool. Like I said, hopefully AJ lets me do some filming of him running his car. So I think that'd be awesome. But you guys have yourselves a great night. Thank you. Appreciate you. See you next week. Much love and peace.